Hey guys, welcome back to the Crochet with Kelsey channel. My husband's birthday is coming up this week and I wanted to make him something special that I thought he would enjoy. So he's currently been reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I'm currently on the second book, but it is a really fun series. We're both really enjoying it and getting to talk about it since we're both reading it. I believe he's on the 6th book by now, but he has been like reading them nonstop. So I wanted to make him something special from the book. So I'm going to make him a Donut and Mongo plushie. So if you're not familiar with the Dungeon Crawler Carl world, it's basically a book that's similar to a game. The world is ending and I don't want to give away too much, but they have to like go through different levels and defeat these different characters, and it's really funny. It's a really good time. It's super action-packed, and two of the main characters are Donut, who is a tortoiseshell Persian cat, and Mongo, who is a velociraptor. So in some of the fan art and on the book covers, Princess Donut, the cat, is actually riding the velociraptor, so I'm going to try to recreate that in a plushie. And I did just get started. Max is here to say hi. First of all, let me show you the reference photo that I am using. So I found this sticker on Etsy that somebody created. So I'm going to be using that as my inspiration for the like shape and the colors. And I'm really worried about getting it to stand up, but we'll just have to kind of see how it works out. But I have picked out my yarn colors. So I have this nice blue color for the main body, and I did go ahead and start the little tail. I'm not sure how big I'm going to make it, but I just wanted to kind of show getting started so that we can kind of see the progression of this. And then for the feathers that Mongo has around his head, tail, and arms, I am going to be using these colors for those feathers. So yeah, I really can't say how this is going to turn out. I've never really made something with a body shape like that where it has to stand on two legs that are very small. But yeah, stay tuned to see how it turns out. Okay, so I just finished the body. And I don't really know what I was exactly going for, but I think this is pretty close. I think this will definitely work. So here is my little Mongo body. So I kind of tried to make the tail to where it could hopefully help the plushie stand up a little bit. So this is gonna kind of be the angle that I go for, and then I just use some increases and decreases to get the shape of like the belly and the neck. And I actually did a little bit of shaping here to kind of curve the neck a little bit further, because it's really hard to shape plushies whenever they're smaller to get the exact like curves that you want, especially going up from a body to a neck. But I think with the angle that I'm going to position it at, it'll look just fine. And then Donut will go somewhere about there. So I'm going to go ahead and make the head next. I might make it comically big, or I might make it accurate to Jurassic Park. We will just have to see where it goes. And then after that, I just have the arms and the legs and the feathers. But I think I'm making pretty good time. I kind of only have 2 days to make this. I should have started it earlier. But yeah, I'm happy with the body, and I think that it reads as a velociraptor. I just finished the little head, and I think it's a good like dinosaur shape head. So I'm happy with it, and whenever you put them together, I think it looks good proportionally. So next we'll have to work on the limbs, and I have a feeling that this is going to be the hardest part, so wish me luck. All right, so I feel like I just ran a marathon making those little pieces because I'm trying to get it done before Nick returns home from work. So I'm going to stop here so that I can keep it a secret. But here's what we have so far. So I already showed you the head and the body, and since I didn't use eyes in the head, I'm going to needle felt them on, crossing my fingers and toes that I have plenty of time for that tomorrow. So just so you can kind of get a little visual of what it's going to look like. These are the arms. So I did like this little effect to make the little feathers, and then it has a nice little curve to it. And I was gonna try to shape these, but I just decided since I'm short on time, I'm just gonna use wire. So I just used wire to shape those arms. So those will go on the side, kind of like this. Sorry, I just had a big voice crack right there, but just try to imagine it, okay? And then the legs, I also used wire for, and I gave him some nice little thighs. So those will go down there. And I also need to make a little tail part. And I'm hoping that since there's wire in these, and there's a tail and there's two legs, it'll be able to balance. So I will be finishing at least Mongo up. No, I need to finish everything tomorrow. So I definitely will be finishing Mongo up tomorrow, and I will finish Princess Donut too, and we will assemble everything together, and hopefully it looks really, really good. All right, so it is a new day. I'm finishing this plushie today. So I went ahead and got started by working on the eyes. So I am needle felting them, and I chose this color for the main part of the eye, and then I have some black for the pupils. And I already went ahead and made the main part of the eye. So that's what it looks like. So it's been a long time since I've needle felted, and also I know I look like a wet rat. I just showered and my hair is wet. I love needle felting. It is so much fun. It's so satisfying to actually be able to get the eye look that you want. And it does take a lot of time, but you know, you just have to be patient with it. And it basically works by poking a needle into the yarn, and you kind of just manipulate where you want the fibers of the felt to go, and you can make any shape you want. So those are the main eyes, and then I'm going to work on making the pupils. I'm not really sure where I'm going to place them yet, so I'm just going to cut them out and see where they look best. So the nice thing about working with needle felting rather than gluing felt on is that you don't have to have perfect shapes. So these are the circles that I cut out for the pupils, and as you can tell, it's not a perfect circle. Since you kind of tuck the felt into your piece, you can kind of mess around with it. So I'm thinking something like this will look good. So I'm going to go ahead and felt that. And I gotta put on my little finger protectors to make sure I don't stab myself. Okay, so there's the first eye, and I might have to come back and mess around with it a little bit more just to get it to match the other one. So we'll see how the other one goes. So as you can tell, they look pretty different. This one is more of like an oval shape, and that one is more like a circle. So I'm going to try to fix them a little bit. Okay, so another thing about needle felting is that you could literally do it forever to try to get it absolutely perfect. And just that little clip that I took there, I spent 19 minutes doing. So It's not absolutely perfect, but you know, they're similar enough. So I'm gonna stop there because like I said, I could literally do this all day and we are on a bit of a time crunch. So this is also kind of a Phineas and Ferb situation, you know, to where the characters that are always facing the side, whenever you see a front glimpse of them, they look kind of terrifying. But that's okay because in my mind, I'm thinking this is gonna be sideways and then Donut's gonna be like facing off. So now it's time to assemble. I'm going to assemble everything that I have and then I'm going to work on the like little feather that's gonna go down the back because I'm not sure if it's gonna go all the way to the neck or not. So I just wanna kind of have everything assembled first. Alright guys, so Mongo is mostly sewn together and it's time for the moment of truth to see if the feet and tail will help it stand on its own. So I really hope they do, but worst case scenario, I can always get like a little stand or something to prop it up. So yeah, fingers crossed. There's no way you're gonna believe this, but he can stand. I'm so happy with it. I obviously still need, okay, don't look at him from the front though, he's cursed. But I think he looks so good. I cannot believe, oh, well, he's getting a little help right now. But yeah, if you position him the right way, he can stand. So I think that with the, okay, come on, we were doing it. There we go. So I think with the weight of the cat that I'm gonna put on the back, it will be just fine and it will all stand by itself. So I am super excited. I'm gonna finish up his little head thing, and honestly, I do want to fix the eyes up a little bit. As you can see, they're kind of like a little frayed around the edges. I don't know if that's the right term, but I just want to like clean them up a little bit, even though I spent a lot of money on them, a lot of time on them already. But yeah, I'll update y'all whenever he is finished. All right, guys, so little Mongo is complete. He's a little bit derpy, but you know what? That's okay. I am a little worried about how Donut is going to fit into this situation since he is, you know, kind of at a weird angle. So yeah, we're just gonna have to figure that out, but I'm just happy that Mongo is done. I think I prefer this side over this side. Actually, I think I like the eye on this side better. So I don't know, but I'm going to now work on my Princess Donut and she will go right on his back. So if you have him like this, he can sit for sure on his own. But if you want to make him stand, and there's wire in the legs, you can kind of adjust them. You have to kind of manipulate his body a little bit. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to see how the weight placement with the cat on the back works. And my original idea for the cat was I was going to use little bunny yarn because it's fluffy and she's like a Persian cat. But now seeing the size of this, I think I'm going to have to use worsted and just brush it because there's no way like a medium-sized plushie can fit on here because we're working with like this much room. So we'll see what I can do. I wish I had more embroidery thread so that I could do like a micro crochet. I do have a 1mm hook. I have tried it before. It's really hard and it takes a lot of time. But I think with the worsted weight yarn that I have, I can make something work. So yeah, I'm gonna work on Donut and then I will update y'all when I have something to show. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that this guy turned out. All right, guys, after working pretty much non-stop for about an hour, I don't know how it took me that long because it is quite small. I seriously have no idea how it took me that long. I don't work with smaller yarn a lot, so maybe that's why, but I have finally completed my donut and I think it's pretty cute. So I just used some worsted weight yarn and I went ahead and brushed it out with a pet brush and it gives it this kind of fluffy effect. And since she's a Persian cat, I decided that would be perfect. And I didn't bother with the back legs, I just did little bobble stitches for the front, and then I crocheted the tail in. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I think it's a good size in comparison to Mongo. So now I'm going to try to balance this cat on the back of the dinosaur to try and make it stand up on its own. So fingers crossed. So she is all sewed on. I really like the way that this turned out, regardless of if it actually stands up or not. I think that it will make a great gift. Like, I definitely am just imagining this being on our bookshelf, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Originally, like, going into this project, I didn't really know what I was gonna be making. Like, I didn't know what it was gonna really look like, but this is one of those kind of trust the process pieces, and I think that it turned out great. Like, I really am happy with the final outcome. So yeah, I just need to clean it up. So Princess Donut in the book, she wears a little tiara. So I'm about to go to the store to see if I can find like some wire to where I can craft some kind of little tiara for her to wear. But let me show you what we're working with. So I was able to get it to stand up, but it does take a little bit of adjusting, and I'm so glad that I put wire in the legs, because otherwise I don't think this would be possible at all. And then I adjusted the arms a little bit. Come on, I just had it. I promise I just had it. Okay. I think it's super cute. I think Nick will really like it, and that's what's most important, because it is a gift for him. But yeah, whenever we display it, I'll just have to make sure that it can stand up. But in hindsight, I probably would have done the dinosaur a little bit more like this, but the good thing is, you know, you can kind of adjust Donut. So yeah, I think this turned out pretty well though, especially for not following any patterns and just kind of freehanding everything as I went along. I also didn't have like a sketch or anything that I was going off of, but I think this really captures Mongo and Donut's personality great. So yeah, do I wish Donut was sitting more up here? Sure, she wouldn't be helping the weight placement that I'm needing for it to stand up. So I don't know, I think it's pretty good. I think it's cute, and I will show you guys whenever I get a little tiara, and then I will do a final update. But I appreciate you guys watching me make this little Mongo and Donut plushie. Me and Mr. Max are here for another little update. So I did go to the store and I ended up getting this wire. It's picture wire, and it's probably not the most ideal for crafting, but it's all that I could find, so we're rolling with it. So here is a little tiara that I shaped with some pliers, and I'm going to try to just stick it into her head. Also, I added eyelids because I was looking at him for too long and I thought that he was looking kind of weird and scary. So I decided to put some eyelids on after a little consultation with the group chat. So I'm glad that I did that. I think it makes him look very Velociraptor-like. And Max he loves this project. So I'm just gonna try to stick the crown in the head. I'm really hoping this works because this wire is pretty sharp, and I'm actually gonna cut it a little more so that it doesn't stick out the other side of the head. Okay, that just flew across the room. Hopefully I can find it. Okay. And that one went into a million different pieces, so this is going great. All right, so I'm just gonna try to push this through some stitches in the back of the head. I mean, since it's for display purposes, I'm not really super concerned about the the tiara falling off. I just kind of want it to like sit on the head, but I also have to figure out a way to wrap this. Should I make you a little tiara next? It's not great. I really wish I had some crafting wire, but I don't know. Does that look like a tiara? I might have to consult the group chat again, but I don't know. I'm gonna think about it and then decide if it's done or not. I finished the tiara. I'm honestly not totally happy with it, but unfortunately I am out of time, and it needs to be done. So I wish I had more time to work on the tiara. I was having a really hard time getting the thick wire through the stitches in this, so I just ended up taking 3 of them and like weaving them together to make it, but I know it's not perfect, but I could not make it look good, so that's what it looks like. But overall, like, minus maybe the tiara, I'm really glad I added the eyelids. But overall, I think it's cute. I think whenever you see this and you've read Dungeon Crawler Carl, you immediately think, oh, that's Donut and Mongo. So I am happy with it. I am about to go wrap it up. And honestly, I think when the tiara, if I pull it out just a little bit, you can see it a little bit better. Is that better or no? I don't know, but yeah, like I said, I wish I had more time, and maybe after he opens it, I will rework the tiara and try to have it come out a little bit better. But all in all, I think this is really cute. I am so glad I added the eyelids. My favorite part is probably the little feathers that I did on the tail, arms, and head. And I'm really impressed with myself that he can stand. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little free-handing a birthday gift episode. If you like Dungeon Crawler Carl, please leave a comment and let me know what you think. I am on the 2nd book and I am loving it so far. So I am definitely planning on continuing it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope Nick likes his birthday gift, and I hope y'all have a great day. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.